Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video. And for today's team I'm going to share one more team in the Psychic Cup, which is going to be the final team in for this meta. And this team that I've put forward is an anti-fairy team, because as I've already shared couple of times that how good Rapidash and Gardevoir is in this meta because of the raw damage from Charm or maybe Mega Horn coverage as well for Rapidash. So I will be putting trying to put a stop to that, because it's so very oppressing over here, to which I have got a anti-fairy team which is going to be consisting of Galarian Slowking and Victini. So Victini as a safe swap and Galarian Slowking as a closure over here, because with the shield advantage it can go through the whole meta over here with the shield advantage. And that is the reason I'm using Galarian Slowking, because of the moveset of Hex, Shadow Ball and Sludge Wave. It really do hits very hard because of all the new shit is running. Along with which, since my backline is part fire and poison, which is the fairy, it will be super effective, or maybe it is very weak against Claydol over here because of the ground type or mud slap damage. So since that's due to that reason, I'll be using Malamar in the lead, which is kind of really good in handling the Claydol and putting this team together with a AVV team strategy in the Psychic meta. So that is the team composition that I had while building this team up, and this team is most probably the successful team which I have put forward into. And let's see how this team performed going into the battles over here. So now moving into the first battle, I pick up a lead of Malamar Mirror over here, which is not very great because I cannot switch in either my own Victini or my own Slowking as well. To which now I will be going I'll be going to let the first charge move go through, which ends up being a Hyper Beam, which is not really great, because now if there is a Claydol in the back, I'm totally wrecked over here. To which now, since we CMP tied over here, so I'll be trying to get shield advantage, trying to get switch advantage over here rather than shield. So I'll be going for the first foul play over here. So foul play, if not shielded, will be getting the knockout, which in case it does, and they gave me switch, which I'm happy with, because now they comes back with their own Metagross over here. And this is kind of scary, because Metagross with shield advantage and just shadow version as well is very scary in this meta. To which I'll be shielding the next meteor match as well, which is not really a good thing because I was not counting, I think. To which now I'll be going for the next V-Create. So V-Create does get the first shield from my opponent's end, and I'm very late to throw the next V-Create as well, which I do recognize my fate, and I top left the game over here. So moving into the next matchup, I pick up a lead against Galarian Slowking, which is a good lead for me, because now after building up to 5 hexes, I'll be going for the first foul play over here, and I snuck in one Psycho Cut as well. So they'll be going for the first Shadow Ball, but since Shadow Ball is neutral this time, so they'll be switching back into their own Gardevoir. And this is the great thing about this team, because it can handle double fairies as well in the back line. To which now, after building up to 2.5 V-Creates, I'll be going for the first one. So if it lands, it will be doing so much damage, but they ends up throwing over here, which is great for me, because now from this kind of range, I think I can shield up and potentially reach to 2 V-Creates over here if they cannot charm me down, maybe. Let's see. So I'll be reaching to the third V-Create over here, which is going to just wreck the Gardevoir apart in this scenario. And I have got myself shield and switch advantage as well, which is really good for me, because now they comes back with their own Slowking over here, and the final Pokemon is going to be the Claydol. So Claydol, it is not a great scenario for my own Galarian Slowking because of the partial poison typing on it, but since I am upper shield, it makes so good of a matchup for Galarian Slowking. To which now I'll be going for the next foul play after switching into my own Malamar, which does ensures the knockout for this Claydol. And now from this kind of range, they won't be able to farm me down with hexes. To which now I'll be going for the next foul play, which does indeed get the win for the second battle for me here with this team. So moving into the third battle, I pick up a lead against Claydol over here, which is really good because I don't want to face this Claydol with my Victini or either my Slowking over here. To which now I have got, since they safe swapped into their own Charm Latios rather, so I'll be going forward into my own Victini, and I'm not very sure if I can reach to the back-to-back free creates over here because I'm quite low. And since Shadow Latias is kind of heavy damage with it, I could not actually go for 3 weak creates over here. To which now I'll be putting a shield onto the Thunder over here, and I'll be going for the heart farm. So if I could heart farm this whole Latios down, which I do eventually, and now I'm up a shield, which is very fine, which my opponent recognizes their feet and top lives the game over here, which is really good for me. GG's. Moving into the fourth battle of the video, I pick up a lead with Claydol once again, and I'm very happy that I face this Claydol in the lead matchup. And after building up to I think seven mud shots, mud slap, I'll be going for the foul plays over here. So now they'll be going for their own Shadow Ball. Since they shielded up, so I'll be matching up on shields, and I'll be going for the next Shadow Ball once again. So foul play once again rather, not Shadow Ball. So I'll be doubling up on my foul plays, and I'll be going for the first foul play over here, which does land, which does massive super crit damage rather. And after building up to almost 1.5 foul plays, I'll be going for the next one. And I'm quite sure that Malamar does win does win CMP against Claydol, because Claydol is very defense heavy. To which now they comes back with their own Malamar, and this is not a great scenario because they cannot farm me down my Malamar, so they have to throw. But now my backline is not very comfortable in handling the Malamar over here. So what I have to do, I have to build up to potential 2 weak creates over here after letting the first foul play go through, which I can survive, but they cannot farm me down with raised psycho cards over here. So I'll be going for the weak create, but let's see if I do a CMP tie and I win, but which they let the charge move go through. And the final Pokemon for them is going to be their, I think, own Victini, yeah, which is really great because they shielded up the next the first weak creates as well. And now I'll be going for the first Shadow Ball over here from my Slowking, which is such a sleeper pick in this meta, with nuking all the whole meta with Sludge Wave and Shadow Ball over here. So really great pick and really great game from my end as well. Moving into the final battle of the video in the set, I pick up a lead of Malamar once again. And since in the first battle I was not very sure how to deal that matchup with, so I'll be now safe swapping directly into my own Victini over here. I'll be taking the first foul play, which I am happy with because now I'll be going for back-to-back weak creates over here, which might guarantee shield advantage or maybe switch advantage for me. To which now since I lowered my defenses, so I think I'll be shielding up this first foul play and be going for the next recreate. So recreate from this kind of range might not get the knockout, but still it might pressurize the shield, which I do get over here. And now from this kind of range, I think they cannot farm me down, to which I get to the next recreate just in time, but they swapped out into their own Victini over here, which I am fine with because now I'll be coming back with my own Malamar over here, giving up switch once again. So I'll be letting this first recreate go through, and now I'll be doubling up on my own foul plays over here and going for the next one. So this foul play will definitely ensure the knockout after the defense drop. And let's see what my opponent does have in their backline apart from their own Malamar. So they comes back in with their own Malamar once again, and they go straight for the first foul play over here. So foul play will knock me out from this kind of range, but I am very happy that I do have my own Slowking over here with the shield advantage, which I am very much comfortable with actually, because Slowking is such a good and a good sleeper pick, which I've already mentioned, and such a good closure in this meta with shield advantage that now I'll be building up to the I think a bit of extra on the Shadow Ball, and I'll be going for the Shadow Ball once again, which does ensure the knockout for my opponent's Malamar over here, and the final Pokemon is going to be a Shadow Metagross, to which I'll be going for the next Shadow Ball just in time, to which we just knocks the Metagross out from the game, and indeed give the win for the fifth battle rather over here. So with this team, I went on a 4-1 set in the first set rather, but I use this team for like I believe 7 to 8 sets over the course of 2 days rather, which is really good, and I climb a lot of elo with this. So thanks for watching guys, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.